Greetings and salutations, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome in. My name is Ace, and once again, we're delving back into the classics. Welcome in. Welcome in. Well, as you can see, I'm diving back into the old-style hidden object games. This one is the third in the series of Agatha Christie's hidden object games. This was released back in late 2009, developed by Floodlight games. The third installment is called Dead Man's Folly. Apparently I have the last two as well. I didn't even notice that until I checked my launcher. But apparently it was stuck down all the way in the bottom, so I don't know. Yeah, I'm quite surprised by that, but I don't think I've played this ever. So that came as a little bit of surprise. They are hard to get your hands on because they're literally not around anymore. So I was kind of lucky to find that, if I do say so myself. I do have a slight correction. Back when I was playing the first two installment, Death on the Nile and Peril and Ed's House, you can check out those playthroughs. There is a link to each of the game down in the description below. Go check them out. Fantastic games, if I do say so myself. But I do have a correction. I did state in one of the games that I played last that this was published or released by Alawar Games. That is incorrect. Because I did some research, and it turns out back then, there was a publishing site called Oberon Media, and that is kind of responsible for the iPlay and iWin that we see today. I didn't know that, but apparently they fused together and became iWin. They did found the iPlay publishing and distribution site, which was kind of a major shot back then. So that is an error on my part. I do apologize for that. I didn't know that myself. So yeah, I also learned something new today. But that's the reason. So they later became iWin, as we know today. They did a lot of games back then. Published a lot of games. Worked just like Big Fish is doing today. Reaching out to other developers to make games for them. So this is an iWin game, but it's developed by Floodlight Games, just as the other two. So with that out of the way, let's see what this is all about, shall we? I don't think I've played this before. So, but yeah, this is a standard hidden object game, just as we know them for the other two games. So let's check out the More Games tab, shall we? As I stated before, we did the first two games in the series. Death on the Nile and Peril at Ed's House. If I do have a favorite myself, it's gonna be Perils at Ed's House. I don't know, it's just got a charm of its own. So, yeah, go check them out. Fantastic games, if I do say so. And leave a like on those videos as well. That will help me immensely. Anyway, let's just jump right into the game, shall we? Hercule Poirot speaks. Mr. Poirot, this is Ariadne Oliver. Ah, the prominent detective novelist. I remember you. Mr. Poirot, you must come at once to Nesacombe, Devonshire. A car will meet you at your station. There must be something serious that Mrs. Oliver didn't want anyone to overhear. May we give you a lift, young ladies? Where do you come from? My Italian friend speaks no English, but thank you. We stay at the youth hostel. Mrs. Oliver, the owners are hosting a fete at the estate. I will introduce you. Michael Wayman is an architect, repairing the Folly and designing the tennis pavilion for Sir George Stubbs. Amy Folliot is the former owner of the estate, who now lives in the lodge by the front gate. The wealthy owners, Sir George and Lady Hattie Stubbs. Hattie is dumb as a fish. Amanda Brewis is Sir George's highly efficient personal assistant and estate manager. Alec Ledge and his wife Sally are summering in a cottage nearby. But what is your part in this, madame? I arranged a murder hunt game for the fete. It's like a treasure hunt with a detective story. But I sense something terrible is about to happen. That's why I've asked you to come. So a traditional whodunit, just as we know from the previous two games. Ariadne Oliver thinks that something terrible is going to happen at the fete. I wonder what it can be. Everyone seems quite normal. Of course, Hattie Stubbs is abnormal and Alec Ledge is abnormal. But there's no sign of any criminal tendency. Okay. Welcome to Nass House Estate. Location available in the chapter are highlighted. Find all the listed items in these locations. So, just as we know from the last 2 games, we've got a map overview of all the locations that will be open at some point. And click a highlight location to enter it. You must find all the listed items in all the available locations. When you find all the items in a location, it is crossed out. Roger that, and it looks like we still are on time basis. We need to find 24 items in total. Let's go to the lawn, since it wants me to start there. The items you need to find in these locations are listed here. Click them in the picture to pick them up. Roger that. It looks like they upped the development skill, at least back then, from the previous 2 games. Look at how stunning the graphics is. Wow. And the animation as well. My god. Welcome to the Fete, whatever that is. It must be some kind of festival or something. I don't know. Let's start by finding these. And we got an owl. Let's try and find them in order. There we go. Good. You found the first item. Find all the items from the list. Copy that. We got a rake. Also a dog. Scissors. Oh, there's a key there. It looks like they're still embedding things into something. Oh, there's a letter R up there. Can you see that? Evil. Got a lion. Right there in the lawn. Got long gate. A saw. That looks to be quite hidden. Let's find a fan then. If you cannot find an item from the list, use a hint. No, I won't. I only got 3 hints in total by the looks of it. A fishbone. And got 25 minutes to finish this chapter 1. Oh, there's a note here. I can't pick it up. And we can't just random click everywhere because otherwise we're just going to penalty in time. And I don't want that. Fishbone. A queen. So I wonder if it's maybe a chess piece it is. Hang of iron wires. Yes. George, stop. I need all this wire to fence out those trespassers from the nearby youth hostel. These foreign hitchhikers care nothing about private property. It won't surprise me if they are all communists or worse. Okay. An apple. So we also have this clue card system in this game. So it looks like it's following the same footstep as Perils at End House, so you can switch on the map anytime by clicking the map tab. You can then re-enter the available locations from the map and continue your search. Okay? You can pause the game by clicking on the timer. Unpause the game by clicking anywhere on the screen. Okay, so you can actually... Ah, okay. It's not gonna help me find the items. Sadly. Alright, we got an apple and a sunflower. We also need the saw. Ah. So now we just need the saw, and it looks like we need all the items. There's a note down there. I can't pick them up, sadly. There's the saw. Welcome to the murder hunt. This is like a treasure hunt with a detective story that I arranged for the Fete. Read the instruction sheet and go on hunting. Good luck. Oh. This note shows the clue to the murder hunt item. Find the murder hunt instruction sheet in this location. Ooh. I wonder if it's this one. In one location in each chapter of the game, you will find a murder hunt item. Under each murder hunt item is a photo of the location in the next chapter of the murder hunt item. Each murder hunt item also contains a clue in the form of an encrypted riddle to the identity of the next murder hunt item. You will need to decrypt and solve this riddle to reveal the next murder hunt item you must find. Once decrypted, the clue will be displayed on the note attached to the items list when you are in that chapter's murder hunt location. In the end, you will discover who done it. Okay, good luck. That's a nice little addition. You found the first murder hunt item. Now pick up this photo. So we need to find the next murder hunt clue in this location in the next chapter. A dining room, by the looks of it. There we go. Drawing room. Look at this. Alright. Candlestick. Jewelry box. A briefcase. Woman. How can they care about women? How can they care about this silly fete when the world is busy committing suicide? Don't they see that someone has to do something? Perhaps we should get rid of the least youthful members of society. And Hattie Stubbs is certainly one of them. What good does she do except look pretty? That is a radical statement. Alec Lecky. I don't know how to pronounce your last name. Sorry if I murdered. 2 brasses. Is that a statue? Brass statue? No, it's a playing instrument. Okay. So now we just need another one, unless it's a stub or a bust. It could be a bust. I did see. I did see a bronze figurine being called a brass before, so... Oh, it's up here. A violin. Binoculars. Rifle. The mouse is a little bit faster than I'm used to. Chess. Revolver. What's with all the weapons? Huh. A rose. A palette. And an umbrella. What's a palette? Is it a painting palette? It's not one of those. Well, here's the umbrella. Oh, it is. Okay. Well done. That was the first chapter. The Nassacombe Police Department replied to Hercule Poirot's request for information on Amy Folly and the estate. Restore the message text by placing the correct words in the blanks. To Mr. Hercule Poirot. From the... That must be Nassacombe Police Department. Archive, maybe? Yes. The information that you requested. Mr. Maybe. Newton? No. Amy, Folliat's husband, left her no significant wealth. He cared too much about horses and drinking. Amy, Newton, no. Amy Stubbs. Amy Folliat had to sell the estate to Sir George Newton. No. Stubbs. To pay the local, no, the poor, the life, the notes. pay the Husband? No. Pay the poor. To Sir George stops to pay the criminal duty. What's Newton? Isaac? Husband? Pay the... No. That's too long. Let me just see, pay the death duty after her husband was gone. Regards, Newton Bland. No. Isaac Bland. Inspector Bland, of course. Okay, so I've got a little background to some of the peoples. The fete is about to begin. Everything is ready. I will pretend that I'm here to award prizes to the winners of Ariadne of Oliver's murder hunt, if there will be any. Her plot looks so vague. I wonder if he's already figured out the hunt. Okay, so we've got 3 locations this time, and we also need to find the murder hunt item in the dining room. And we've got the lawn and the fortune teller's tent. Let's take a look. Hoodown Park and to Helmmouth. I wonder if we're in Nassacombe. Is that in England? I wonder. It's not a place I've heard of before. The murder hunt clue is encrypted. You need to decrypt it to find the next item. Click this note to enter the decryption room. Okay? So you need to decrypt it. To decrypt the murder hunt clue, click to pick up a letter from the bottom of the screen. Click again to place the letter in an empty cell in the encrypted clue. If you place the letter correctly, all instances of that letter will become green. If the letter is incorrectly placed, it will turn red. You can remove it and try it in a different location or try a different letter. Press the skip button if you choose not to decrypt the clue yourself. Press the back button if you want to return to the location and come back to decrypt the clue later. Let's just try and do that. I guess this says gift. A sweet gift. Let's try that. Okay, so that is what we need to find in here. A sweet gift. Good work. You found the second clue quite quickly. Continue playing the murder hunt to uncover the secrets of a mysterious murder. I really like this. Find the next murder hunt clue in this location in the next chapter. Alright, that's a nice little addition to it, actually. Alright, let's start. We've got a butterfly. Looks like it's flown away. Oh, there's a parrot up here. A pendant. So that's a necklace-like thing, if I'm not mistaken? Maybe. That's a fingering. There's a lump of sugar up here. And also there. Alright, let's leave that for now. We've got a newspaper. Cigar case. A candle. Parrot. A birdie. Isn't that a tennis? Yeah. Suitcase. That's a portable radio. An umbrella. Paper ship. There's the pendant. A paper ship. A Chinese coolie hat. How they look. And a corkscrew. The only hat I can see is this one. And of course this little lady's head here in the portrait, but I can't pick either of them up. A coolie hat. Hmm. I'm not quite sure as to what I'm looking for exactly. Alright. So George asked me to build a tennis pavilion in the Chinese style, like a pagoda. What a stupid idea. Completely out of place at this estate. And it's just because his beloved Hattie fancies himself in Chinese coolie hats. Okay. Let's check out the lawn yet again. So we got a chain. Then we have a canister. A knife. I've assigned a young woman, Marlene Tucker, to be the victim in my murder hunt. She says she wishes her character were to be shot or stabbed, not strangled, so there would be lots of blood. She thinks it could be done by a serial killer, like the one she imagines is around here. She says her grandfather once saw a dead woman in the forest at night, but the next day she was not there. Marlene Tucker? Volunteer to be the victim. I wonder if that's a good idea in the end. Then we have a star. Right here. A key.